Okay, here we go. Let's jump in. Let's make it happen, Captain. We just finished Silent Hill 2. Now we're going to play a little Veilguard. Just a little. Mostly because I only played it for an hour yesterday, and that annoys me. Because it defied the entire initial premise of the birthday bonus stream. I did, however, manage to play this a little bit earlier this morning. And I got some side quests knocked out. I also picked up... I talked to the companions a bit. I picked up a few, like, character side quests. Who's following me? Who do I got? Nev and Harding. Okay. So I think I'm going to do at least one of those. I'd like to progress the main quest along, though.
I know someone in...
I don't think you missed too much as far as the off-stream stuff is concerned.
They carry messages through the city.
Huh? You want me to look at that? Oh! Other candle hops find, please?
Is this for us? Strange.
Oh, it's a little candle! Man. Well, you're adorable. I would love to find more of you. I would do anything for him. I would die for him.
Drama. He's a symbol. Slavers aren't going to shiver in their boots about fashion.
You didn't miss too much. We did do a thing in Treviso with the crows where we uncovered that one of the crows is a traitor and helped the Anthem, the invading, occupying Qunari force, take over the city. It culminated in a boss fight against a giant mutated freakazoid Qunari. It was very hard. We don't know who the betraying crow is yet, though. I'm sure that'll come out later. And we picked up some more loyalty quests. We're going to do one of Nev's right now. I think we might just do this and then do a main quest. I also did a little flirtation with Harding as well. So I think we might be going in that direction. We'll see. It's not locked in yet, I don't think, but we'll see. Oh, I hear one of the bards nearby playing a song I recognize from Inquisition. That's cute. Alright, Nev opens up on a trip to her home neighborhood of Docktown. Let's see if we can get done. This is going to be definitely a brief stream of Veilguard, to be sure.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret, too, right here in Docktown.
Nothing like coming back to the city.
You miss it.
You can also see I figured out how to turn off the cosmetic thing outside of the lighthouse, so I can turn on the Blood Dragon armor, like cosmetic, from our inventory at any time. But I turned it off because I found this cool armor, so I'm going to wear this for now. And I also figured out how to have the Vitar on display during cutscenes and conversations. I think this is the first one I've had since I turned that on. Not sure how I feel about it. It's complicated.
Yes. No. I don't know.
An honest answer.
I can barely keep things straight as it is. I'm in Rathus.
Doesn't make things easy. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too.
Yeah, I was a little confused about what the setup of this was. We got this. Oh, Nev has a new outfit as well. Isn't she dashing?
Before the Shadows you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me.
I love that she still has the gravity-defying hat on, though. That's going to carry over to every one of her outfits, I imagine.
Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
We'll take a paper. Thanks.
Yeah, I was a little confused by the setup of this. I guess we're just here to get the newspapers in Docktown, see what's going on here. It was like I got this off of a conversation Nev was having with Balara about news stories written about Nev and some like serial that would run in the papers in Tevinter. Drama in the palace? Is the Archon keeping secrets? Questions arose when the Archon abruptly left the assembly, but those queries have since spiraled into baseless speculation. Several magisters reached out to assure my readers that rumors of cult influence in palace affairs are false.
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The shadows brought me in after that.
One, please.
Myth or man, stories abound of the masked figure who watches over Minrathous. While some question the so-called Viper's existence or whether he is one man or many, increased sightings of the mysterious figure were reported through Docktown. Between a reign of demons and everyday woes, many welcome his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
We also, I did, it's only we when I do it on stream, otherwise it's I did a quest
So
through
most of the time
here
you
where
work
you
through-
solve a series of
You like it that
murders.
It's easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
One paper. Thanks.
Hope for the anti-slavery movement? Whispers of a successful rebellion in Marnus Pell have reached Minrathous streets. In light of distressing reports from all corners of the Imperium, the news brings a glimmer of hope for those continuing the fight in our capital.
What happened in
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
Whoa! I'm still kind of contemplating what I want to try and do tonight. If I want to try to do a primary quest, or just like do these little character ones. I'm afraid that the primary quest could be more than I'm bargaining for tonight.
All manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price, and you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev. Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook. And if I wanted overpriced charms, I'd go to Tuller's on the narrow road.
Local. Who do you think sold them to her? What about you, Nev? You cost me a sale there.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
Oh my. I think this is the first opportunity we've had to get a little zesty with Nev. You know, I think we're still playing the field, you know, we're still figuring things out. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on.
Wow, is that the Rizzler?
If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
I saw the Rizzler got a big pop in AEW the other night. Can you trust your neighbor, a loved one, even yourself? The Venatori's influence continues to reach further and higher than we even suspected. But who else is under their sway? What more can they do? Our eyes are open. I've decided I do not like the Vitar on during cutscenes. Oh wait, hold on. Appearance. Hide helmet. Conversations. Right? That's what we want? I think that's what we want. Oh, because this... Okay, so when we hit this, that's what defaults to this Blood Dragon appearance. And then this is the... Because it counts as helmet. Got it. Yeah, the fucking Costco guys have officially debuted in AEW.
Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
I saw a video of Big Boom
More than one person.
AJ coming out.
You've
And
been
I-
an investigator for a while.
Hold on.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble.
No, but it's the best shot you've got.
The best cereal in Min Rathus. The latest chapter is here.
Ooh, cereal?
We'll take one.
Reese's Puffs? What secrets were in the painted box? Will our heroes find the truth, and do they truly want to? Read the next chapter of The Twisted Knife here. This is what Bellara wanted.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
But yeah, I had a genuine, like boo or boo earns moment with them. Because it sounds like everybody's booing them, but I guess maybe they were all saying boom.
Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
The real news in
Paper.
Docktown.
Thanks.
Get it here.
The makings of a scandalous love affair. Was that a prominent Circle Mage at the Silver Coin? The same Circle Mage known to frequent Docktown's more interesting betting rings? And who was their mysterious friend? When I have answers, dear reader, you will too.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
You know, like a good ramen bar? I'd go for some ramen.
All right? Huh? Yeah.
I could go for every item on the Taco Bell Decades menu, actually. Is that a good idea?
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
I jest, of course. I would never recommend any person with any self-respect ever do that.
You.
Oh,
This
kebab.
fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah. It's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
You said you'd take jobs worth taking.
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest, we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
It's good to get more of a read on her because I feel like we've not had much of an opportunity in this game to figure out kind of what her personality is and what motivates her. And, oh shit. Alright, go off, Rook. I really don't know who we're gonna... We haven't even recruited everyone yet. It's like I almost couldn't know yet, but... You know, we'll keep our options open. We're a young single horned bachelor.
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Okay. Look at these two. I said horned bachelor, by the way. Don't get it twisted. That looks like a thumbnail to me. Those two. Nev caught up on Docktown news and met with her thread contact, Elek. He told Nev there's been more Venatori in Docktown lately. If he learns anything more, Nev will hear about it, after enjoying her favorite... Oh. After accidentally unplugging the microphone. After enjoying her favorite fish fry stand, Nev revealed that her jobs tend to go sideways, and so she expects the worst and looks for small wins, and she gets to have this trinket. Oh, that's awkward. Harding was right there. She's about to catch me. Zolile is exposed as a fuckboy. Okay, so here's what I want to figure out. What I'm worried about is getting locked out of this stuff, because I know that I guess that can happen in this game without a lot of warning when you progress the main story. I even took a screenshot of like a non-spoilery breakdown of like, make sure you do this before you do this. Let me see. What's our main... In Peace Vigilance. Okay, I don't see in Peace Vigilance on here, so I think we're probably safe to do it. Let's check it out. I think this will also result in us recruiting somebody new, but I am going to save the game before we do it. I guess I'm still on the fence on whether all these character quests need to be part of the playthrough as well. You know what I mean? Like, if we have hours to play this game, then sure, why not? But you know, like that's something I probably could have done off stream. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's nice to get to know the characters, though. I feel like that's an important aspect of this game, and nice to have some of that on record with the playthrough. All right, let's track this. That is... Oh, yeah, that is in Docktown? Local? It's right in front of me? Seriously? Really? That's very convenient if so. Meet the first warden of the Cobbled Swan. I guess this is the Cobbled Swan. Excuse me. Alright. That's convenient.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a shadow dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
Theft? You mean rescuing enslaved people. Murder? You mean the Venatori cultists who enslaved those people.
And destruction of property?
Just felt like it.
Fine. All I want to know is how a Minrathous crook unleashed the Blight.
Taking a hard stance with this guy.
From bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god.
Alfred Pennyworth over here.
The Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Poor Grey Warden's got to deal with the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane. They're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight
Oh, come on.
has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 931 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions.
That's Dorian?
I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
It's a shame the camera wasn't on for this one, because my jaw dropped when I clocked his name up on the subtitle before his voice registered in my brain. Dorian, my man, it's so good to see you, bestie, but I gotta be honest, I've been admiring the glow up for everybody in this game. I don't know about you, man. What is going on? What have you been up to the last 10 years?
Magister Parvus, your timing is impeccable.
Well, a flawless entrance, I'd say.
Thanks.
The hair ain't it.
I don't think I could have survived the Grey Warden prison.
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
I've heard other shadows talk about you, but your relation to us was never entirely clear to me. You one of us? Or just a powerful ally?
That depends on your point of view. Perhaps you've heard of the Lucerni.
Lightbringers. A political faction pushing for change in Tevinter.
Started by Maevaris and I, yes. After she was framed for treason, the faction was dissolved, ostensibly. Maevaris Talani is not a woman who surrenders easily. She just took the Lucerni underground.
Oh. Bring the light.
She protected me. Kept my name spotless so I could remain in the Magisterium as her eyes and ears. So, one of you, or just an ally? Which do you think?
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Minrathous lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, The Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
A red lyrium dagger? How'd you know about that, Varric? Who told you that?
I
guess
talk to Varric.
Maybe Varric just... Yeah, exactly. I guess Varric just maybe talks in hindsight. Should we assume Varric's going to make it out of this one alive, then? He's like telling us the story that has already happened.
To see resurgence of the Venatori.
Whoa! Jonesy just jumped up in my lap. No on-stream cat reveal. I guess he's been revealed, but... Can't... Here. You wanna... If you're gonna actually sit in my lap, you can do that. I doubt you will, though. You've not revealed yourself as a lap cat. No. He'll get comfortable and hang out. He'll like lay on the couch with you. But he's not been one to jump in the lap and stay there yet. And that's fine. Maybe that's just not the kind of cat he is. Okay, we're still following this one. Let's do it. Maybe? Should we do it? I get nervous. I don't want to get locked out of stuff. Hold on. But I'd like to do something kind of significant while we got the game in front of us, you know? And not just a nice waltz through the town. So Balara has one, Lucanus has one. These are... So these faction ones are the ones I feel pretty comfortable doing off stream. But I do feel it just because of the emphasis this game's been putting on different factions like Grey Wardens and Shadow Dragons, the Crows. It seems like courting favor with them and improving your reputation with the different factions is going to be something that will probably factor into events later in the game, I imagine. I see a lot of people compare this to Mass Effect 2, which I still think is one of BioWare's best attempts at like making the game feel like it's being shaped actively by your choices and culminates in a way that's interesting and satisfying. So if that's true, I gotta like consider everything that we do and try to leave no stone unturned. But okay, go back to the lighthouse. I'm just gonna hope that we don't lose these because I also want to make sure we improve and build our relationship with our companions to our best ability. Alright, let's go back to the lighthouse, though. Because I know you get a Grey Warden companion in this, so... This has to be the line to get there. Which, by the way, how's that first Warden given the Inquisition, like, sass? Like, the Grey Wardens were a completely disgraced institution. I guess it's been 10 years since then. And, like, rightfully so. They were summoning fucking demons to try and fight the Blight. Being manipulated by a blighted Magister all the while. And we saved them from themselves. We picked them up. We brought them in. Dusted them off. Gave them a second chance. And now old Mustachio's giving us lip over it. What do you think about that, Varric?
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately.
That's not true.
I was getting worried.
I was here earlier
Everything
today
all right?
off stream.
Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I'm so sad.
I have. Plenty, ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
I wish I could get moving. I hate being stuck in here.
Yeah. I wonder if he will ever get into the action again, like maybe in the end game. He's not going to become one of our active companions, which I'm fine with. Varric's had 2 games. I'm okay with him being in the game and part of the story still, but I think this is kind of a wise decision. Open up that spot for somebody new. Hold on. A warden's best friend. Was that in the screenshot? It is. Complete a slow poison before this plus any follow-up quests. Okay, I'm so glad. All right. I don't know what the slow poison one is, though. I don't even have that. Maybe that... Let's go see what Balar's doing, then. All right, we're probably not going to do any more of that warden stuff today. That's fine, because now Silent Hill 2's done. This is all I plan to play for the next couple of weeks. I do have some things. Jonesy playing with my... Jonesy! Hey. Butthead. What are you doing? He's playing with the cable that connects my microphone to the PlayStation. Jonesy! Stop it! I don't need you unplugging the mic as well. Come on. I was also thinking to myself earlier that you were being so good. I was so surprised that I was sitting here in the dining room talking in the middle of the night and you weren't zooming in here to attack me or distract me. I don't want to go... Oh, return to Arlathan via the crossroads or fast travel. Can we just fast travel there then? I haven't spent much time in the crossroads because I think there's paths and such to unlock. But today I think I'd rather just get there. Jonesy, I was thinking you were doing so good today. Let's try Lucanus and Balara. That's a weird combo. Don't think it'll really matter anyway. It'll just probably be us and Balara once we get where we're going. It was only a matter of time before he came over here, little stinker.
Receiving your message was quite the surprise.
What's up, Morgan? What's this? Tainor! Oros still isn't home. I shouldn't have let him go when he said he'd take the relic deeper into the forest to deal with it. I have to go after him, and I'm taking Gus. Oros and Gus are always inseparable, and Oros always said Gus was the best tracker he knew. Gus will find the trail.
Jumpers are in trouble. They could use our help if we can find them. This map is a good start.
What are you doing now? Hey.
Things matter when the world faces such.
Oh my god, this cat. What are you doing now?
Your friends with Solus. Our relationship is more complex than you suggest, and circumstances have compelled me to stand against friends.
He's in goblin mode. As you were. By the way, happy to report, for those who were following along yesterday, no diarrhea. Yesterday or today from Jonesy. So I skipped his dose of medicine tonight, which he should be so happy about. Everybody's happy about. Nobody likes to give him the medicine because he gets so sad afterwards. He like runs off and hides. He looks so betrayed. So that's so fantastic. I hope I don't regret skipping tonight's dose. But I'm thinking, hey, seems to have passed.
Prison, that's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem Tevinter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for?
First bit of combat tonight. I'm still pretty bad at the combat in this, gonna be honest. Or I at least found like 2 really difficult combat encounters.
You bet.
We need to close it.
Ranged incoming.
Chain lightning.
Got them.
Like that was fine. I still took damage though.
What were we talking about? Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
See, that's something else I noticed too, is if they're having their dialogue, the companions with each other, and something comes up that interrupts them, they'll make a point to circle back and talk about it later, which even though I just replayed it, I can't remember if Inquisition had that. I think Inquisition may have had that, where they would finish the conversation. Anyway, I like it. It's nice. Jonesy, please. Alright, we're returning to the Veil Jumpers to test ancient elven artifacts and ensure they behave safely. This quiet moment offers a chance to get to know her better and turn on the Riz, perhaps. These are companion quests. These are Riz quests.
Here, right? Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
Oh, we can turn it on real fast, too.
You pick me? I'm so flattered.
Well, of course. I know you. I mean, I don't know you yet. Not that. Anyway.
Just lead the way and I'll follow.
All right. Now we're going to check the crystal alignment, Fade connection, and the Lyrium reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if we
check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Forget it.
Are you okay, Bellara?
I'm fine.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Bellara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly. Of course. See you soon.
That was weird.
So what was that all about?
What was what all about?
That tension seemed pretty heavy.
Oh my god.
It's nothing. Don't worry
Jonesy.
about it.
Jonesy insisting on sitting on the very noisy
Here we are.
box
The
of bottled water.
artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor. Random example. Okay, see those 2 power crystals? The ones that aren't glowing? There should be a couple of replacements, charged ones in the room. If you grab them, I'll make sure the artifact stays calmed.
I didn't realize that the Lyrium dagger apparently had been seen before in Dragon Age 2. Sounds like Dragon Age 2 DLC? That was a really long time ago, though. Oh, God, sorry. Jonesy, please. Of all the places to sit, like, there's so many more comfortable places in this room. Why does it have to be there? Okay, where do you want this? Right here?
Okay, new power crystal is in.
Great, and the artifact didn't collapse the room.
Was that a possibility?
Always it.
Cheese! What about this cheese? The forbidden cheddar. The arcane provolone. What's that? It's wet in there. Oh wait, it says what this is. Tears of June. Found it. That's an elven god. Found at the bottom of a large well. Artifact will separate all nearby materials and constituent pieces when unstable. Materials can include people. Wait, is there something that says what the cheese is? Does this say what the cheese was? Borrow the gauntlet artifact? No. No. I want to know what the cheese is. The Eldritch Mozzarella. Alright, here you go. That's not mozzarella. That's probably, I mean, I guess a cheese wheel is usually like a Parmesan, right?
So it's calmed now.
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure. Sounds good.
This will probably be the last thing. Oh, wait. No, I got excited because I thought this was the cheese. This is, isn't this a Canary thing? Gillennine's binding. Combine multiple living creatures into one body when unstable. Oh, yikes. The body horror egg. That reminded me of something from Trespasser. That's why I thought Canary. Although I guess we saw that in the Crossroads, which is Elven, so that would make sense. This will probably be the last thing I do tonight. Like I said, it would be a real quick little Veilguard session, but I'll take what I could get.
You know, ignoring that reality itself is paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Right.
Do it again? Well, I guess I'll do it again.
Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
I do like, this is a random anecdote, but I noticed it when I played it off string. I do like how they kind of simplified the loot process and like assigning gear out to your companions in this, whereas Inquisition, you would just get these massive pools of loot, armor, weapons, and you'd be digging through them and comparing them against what they have and trying to find the right combination, whereas in this, all the gear you pick up, armor and weapons, are just sort of already in their own companion category. So like Balara's stuff isn't gonna work on Harding and so on and so forth, which simplifies it a bit. I know what I'm describing is probably pretty par for the course for most modern RPGs, but I like that they simplified it because I personally don't really like spending a ton of extra time in those menus trying to figure out the best combo.
Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would bring flaming rocks down all around it, every 30 minutes. And for some reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about.
That was a big complaint. People wanted and missed the micromanaging your allies and being able to swap to them and all that. Yeah, I mean, it's I would assume it's to make them the game's more friendly to new players and people who are not such like devoted RPG nerds. And I guess that is me to some extent. I don't play a lot of RPGs, I suppose. I just specifically really like this series. I think that's kind of the fight that BioWare's been in through Mass Effect and Dragon Age is that both series get further and further away from maybe what traditional RPGs should be like to most people, in the interest of being, having more wider appeal. Personally, I'm just speaking as somebody who came fresh off of Inquisition. And part of that was because I was streaming it too. It's like, when streaming it, I don't want to be stuck in menus for very long, trying to assign out gear and weapons and, find the best stats and combinations. Like, I just don't think that's very compelling to watch. It's a little different when you're off stream. Like, when I would play Inquisition off stream, I would purposely try to get all that kind of stuff done so that when I started streaming it, I wouldn't have any reason to go into those menus. But I don't mind that they simplified it. I didn't find that process like very fun, regardless of whether I was streaming. So I'm okay with it personally, but I can understand that if you're more of an RPG traditionalist, that's kind of part of the formula. You're expecting that, and that might be some of the fun for you. It's simple. You pick up a piece of Harding gear, you compare it against what she's already wearing, and if it's an upgrade, you put it on, and that's about all there is to it. You can upgrade the armors and weapons as well. And I feel like I've still just barely scratched the surface of this. So I don't know if any of those systems will get more advanced or involved at all, but so far they seem very simple. What's the story with the limb trees? Oh yeah, I don't know about these big ones. You're right, I was just kind of casually chilling in front of these hands. I had wondered aloud one instance where I walked past one of these, whether these were like people who had been turned into trees, or if they were like statues, like carved from wood or constructed from wood. And in some conversation I had, I can't remember if this happened on stream or not, but while walking past something like this, I believe Balara implied that they were people turned to wood by some sort of magic. However, that was in reference to like very straight up humanoid ones, like 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. I don't know about these ones with all the legs sticking out. I definitely think we need and the giant hands. I think I would like some clarification myself on what exactly is happening there.
Okay,
can we turn around and talk about that, Balara?
There. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do. I know.
Oh, really? But have you considered that I am the Rizzler?
I'm happy to help. Besides, you're fun to spend time with.
Really? Oh, that's so nice. I like spending time with you, too. Okay, one more to go.
As of right now, I do think I'm still leaning Harding. And I don't want to lean too heavily into several of these for fear of a consequence of it, like, ruining all of them. I don't know if that's a thing or not. The everyman. It's the classic Commander Shepard.
Thank you.
Gets confronted by all the women he's been flirting with.
You were already kind of doing that as a veil jumper.
Sort of, but it was never as big, as grand. Helping you. Well, we're helping lots of people everywhere. I like that.
I see these are the opportunities to advance the romances, though. I'm sure if when I do Lucanus's there will also be many opportunities to have cutesy Rizzler chats. We were going to talk about the weird homunculi trees. No? You didn't notice that back there? I guess you just see that kind of thing every day. The implication when she acknowledged the people ones earlier was that it was not an everyday thing, that it was unusual to be seeing tree people.
So how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to try and blow up when you do it.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Silent Hill 2 run button. I almost said Silent Hill 1, I don't know why. I am not playing Silent Hill 1 currently. Man, Silent Hill 2 is fucking awesome. I feel like I didn't say as much as I should have about that game just because I was rushing to get to this. I'm going to be thinking about that game for a while. I'm really impressed with what they did with that. What's going on here? There's one over... Is there one over there? Where else can we go? Is there a hole we can crawl through, a la James Sunderland? Maybe there is one. No? Oh wait, there's one over here. How do we get over there? It was a good playthrough. I'm glad to hear. I hope I could do it justice. It was kind of an intimidating game in some respects. How do I get over there? There's a gate. Up there. Played it well. It was very much your wheelhouse. You clearly were enjoying it. Good game, etc. Good. I'm glad it had all the necessary parts to be a solid, entertaining playthrough. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back up. Or wait, hold on. I just had an idea. Yeah, hold on. I just had an idea. I just thought back to one of the early instances of when I got stumped by these, and then I just noticed that there's one really far away over here.
Rook? What you need?
There we go.
Never mind.
Found the other crystal?
Great, slot it in.
What the Makel's made of. I don't think there's fall damage in this one. At least I haven't seen an instance of it. I haven't really intentionally tested that.
There. Done.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
Right, yeah. But does it have to be done by you? Any Veil Jumper could do this work, right? Why not let them help?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry. I can't. Not right now.
You can unload your trauma on me. That's just kind of, you know, what we're doing tonight. Fallout 4 has no fall damage when you're in power armor. Feels awesome just superhero landing off a high-rise roof wearing a small car. Are you going to do more Fallout 4? Because I'm personally in support of that. I know you were feeling that maybe it wasn't a great stream game, but I was enjoying it. I'll watch more. Yeah? Hell yeah.
Bellara, I'm,
My brother.
What?
Back there, you asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
What happened to your brother?
Syrian. His name was Syrian. We were the same, you know? In a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elvenon, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Notisterthalin. Figured it had the answers. Or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay.
I'm sorry, doesn't feel like enough.
It's something, even if it doesn't fix it. Syrian, he felt responsible for our people, for me. My little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan, hummingbird in Elven. Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. Said it kept him thinking, trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused, anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Then why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me. And that I deserve it. We should head back. Rook. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, these are nice. It's good to get. I just saw what you said in chat, Dilly. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. No, it's nice to get. I feel like I hadn't really got much of a handle on the companion characters and beyond just sort of their surface level personalities. So it's good to finally start getting some context on like what motivates them and their backstories. Bellara tested the artifacts, included that they are safe. She also opened up about her brother, Syrian, who died in a magical mishap that Bellara blames herself for. but she got an upgrade. No stream for you on Saturday. You'll be at your brother's. I got you. I think I know for a fact that yes, I am busy on Saturday. Even though I was saying, I don't really want to do anything for my birthday. Jess still wants to take me out for dinner, and I'm receptive to that. We're going to go get some seafood. I'm into it. It'll be good. Alright, let's save. I'm going to wrap up there, regrettably. I don't want to be done. These quick little, like, bite-sized streams of Dragon Age are killing me, man. But that's alright. Next time we go live, which I think will be Sunday. I only say I think because that's my actual birthday, and I don't know if... I don't know what we're going to do on my actual birthday, if anything. I'm content to just kind of treat it like a normal day since we're celebrating on Saturday. But we'll see, you know. Regardless of if we do anything, everybody's going to go to bed by the time I would stream anyway. So I'd say I'll probably stream on Sunday. And it'll be to play this and only this. And that'll be the trend for, I don't know, the next 2 weeks here or so. We'll see what we can make happen. Felt that a lot of modern games really dropped the ball in that department. So much of the side character backstories are just copy pastas. That feels so forgettable. You think so? Guess I don't play enough, like... I don't know. I don't think you're wrong. I'm just trying to think of, like... I'm trying to think of an example in support of what you're saying that I've played. But I'm also tired. You play more games than me, so I'll definitely take your word for it. I can tell you this: Mass Effect Andromeda. I couldn't tell you a single thing about any character in that game, just to keep it all in BioWare. I've played that entire game. I could not tell you anything that distinguishes any of those characters in that because they were all pretty boring, from what I remember. Or maybe not. I don't know. I would maybe revisit Andromeda one day, just for like the exercise of it. See if it's aged like through the lens of like altered expectations. Would I like it more? But yeah, no. As a Mass Effect fan, Andromeda. Just thinking of like a BioWare example, I could not name most of the companions in that game, and even the ones I could, I don't think I could tell you anything about like what they want, who they are, what they've done, etc. Whereas like the Mass Effect trilogy and these games, I could do that practically in my sleep. Good stream, congrats on Silent Hill 2. Thank you. I'm, bittersweet to finish a game that good. That was a pretty long playthrough as far as my channel's concerned, so it was certainly time, but I really, really was impressed and loved that game. That's definitely something I would return to. I don't need to stream it again, but that's definitely a game I could see myself playing again. Time spent at the end, I think it was just a few minutes shy of 21 hours. And I had originally expected the playthrough to last about 8 to 10 hours, because that's about how long I remember the original game being. So yeah, I mean, everybody's experience is different, but on average, I would expect that they just about doubled that playtime with the new one, which another big risk and could have been kind of terrible, right? Like to draw it out, but I thought they did a great job. Brothers was 16, which he said was longer than he expected by a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a lot longer than the original. They added stuff and expanded on things. They did a really fantastic job. I can't really think of anything in that remake, like any decision made, that I disagree with, which is, again, really impressive. And I think they've already gone as far as to say, like, they're open to doing more. And it's like, of course, how could you not? If you do them on that level, on game, and you'd have to think it probably wouldn't take them nearly as long to do the next one, because they would have, the engines there, and they have all these assets ready to go. I would love to see them do the original Silent Hill, because that's a PS1 game. There is so much more there that you could I mean, that's a remake you could really quickly and easily justify doing. Visually and in terms of story, performances, all that. You could really make that your own. I would love to see them do the original Silent Hill and then Silent Hill 3. And if Bloober wanted to do an original Silent Hill, I would support that. I don't know, people criticize their writing a lot. Obviously, they had the original to go off of when they made this one, but I don't know. It might be cool to see them do an original Silent Hill if they're interested in doing that. I know they're doing their own IP now. Their own original new IP. It was great. I hope they do. So in the original Silent Hill 2, there was like a little bonus campaign. I can't remember the context of how you got it. I don't know if it was like a special re-release or something. Obviously, it wasn't DLC. It was on a PS2 game, but there was a bonus campaign called Born from a Wish where you play as Maria and kind of explores like the nature of her existence and gives you some backstory on her as a character, because obviously she's not like the other characters, like a actual flesh and blood person well, I guess I shouldn't be giving too many Silent Hill spoilers in a Dragon Age VOD, right? But that's fine. She's a manifestation of the town and not a person that's been drawn there. So it kind of explores where she comes from and like what her perspective is like. I think it'd be cool to see them do that. In the same way that they did Separate Ways for Resident Evil 4 Remake, I think seeing them attempt Born from a Wish would be kind of neat too. I'd definitely come back and play that in a heartbeat. But alright, that's it. Silent Hill 2's on the finished shelf. I will miss it, but the bright side is that means I get to focus exclusively on this game for a little bit. I want to tell you that this will be all I play until it's done, but this will probably be quite a long playthrough. So I can't say that for sure because there are some other things I want to do in December, but we'll do what we need to do to play a lot of Dragon Age Veilguard. So buckle up and be ready for that. I'm pretty fucking excited to give this my undivided attention, though. That was always the plan, and nothing ever goes to plan as far as how I approach the stream. That's fine. Outlast, we'll get some Outlast trials in there somewhere. Don't worry, we'll get there. I told Dilly they're gonna, I think, launch their new season next month, starting with a winter event. So we're gonna get in there somewhere. Hopefully, there's like an evil Santa that wants to like castrate you or something. He's got like a big bag full of castrated testicles. Next Fort season looks really cool. I didn't know they revealed anything for it. I'm hoping they usually do a nice winter event, like the whole map's snowy, and they have like holiday NPCs and quests and weapons and stuff. And just based on how much they devoted to Fort Nightmares this year, it would make me think that they would do a good job with a winter event as well, but we'll see. Oh, samurai stuff, interesting. I'm pumped for a new map. I know I've said that a couple times, and not like a retro one, like a new to everyone map. Interesting. I didn't know that anything came out for that yet. I'll have to look into that. Riding animals is back. Oh man, I kind of forgot you could ever do that. Right, that was a thing when I first started playing Fortnite. Dueling bosses, yeah, katanas. Ooh, if it's like the katana they had a couple seasons ago, or like a chapter ago, it like doubles as a traversal device, and you can blast across the sky with it. Or maybe it's something brand new. Kinetic katana. All right, cool. I'm excited. I'll be checking that out. All right, that's it for me. That's it for Veilguard tonight. That's it for Silent Hill 2 Forever. It's been fun. I think I'll be back Sunday for more of this. And regardless whether I am or not, hope you have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy hanging out with your brother on Saturday, Dilly Tots. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, great weekend. I love you very much. Good night.